Minimum wage is going up in most neighboring states in January, and in some states that increase is tied to inflation.
But as money editor Jon Delano reports, Pennsylvania stands alone among its neighbors in not providing any relief for low-wage workers.
The federal minimum wage has been stuck at $7.25 since 2008, which, when adjusted for inflation, makes it the lowest in decades.
It has not been this low in value since February 1956, since the time Elvis Presley had his first #1 hit, Heartbreak Hotel, February 1956.
With Congress gridlocked from raising the wage, many states have stepped in on their own.
Right now, about half of states have their own minimum wage, but a ton of cities do as well.
But Pennsylvania is not one of them. This state's minimum wage is $7.25. While Governor Wolf wants an increase to $12 and ultimately $15, the Republican-controlled legislature has never approved an increase.
Pennsylvania is a little bit of a holdout for where it is.
And it has kept Pennsylvania cities from setting their own minimum wage, like many large cities do across the country.
The state prohibits cities like Pittsburgh and Philly from passing their own minimum wage to increase, even though those are pretty major cities.
Some of the fastest growing cities have much higher minimum wages. Denver's minimum wage in January will be $17.29, surpassing Seattle's by 2 cents. Of course, both pay $10 an hour more than Pittsburgh and Pennsylvania.
There is no place in the country where you can meet the standard of living of an adult and a child on a minimum wage job in this country. None.
With inflation at over 8%, not raising the minimum wage this year will take a toll, which is why a number of states have indexed their minimum wage to inflation.
Real wages for workers, which is what a worker's wage is actually worth in terms of what they can buy, have fallen through the pandemic rather than gone up. And indexing the minimum wage to inflation is a way to make up for that.
So what will happen in Pennsylvania in 2023? And what about our neighboring states? I'll have much more on that new at 6. Jon Delano, KDKA News.